This is what the Russian world, or the Russian peace, as they called it, looks like. On January 2nd, 2023, the Russian troops shelled an ice skating arena in Donbas, in Druzhkivka. They have claimed that they were targeting a military base and an equipment depot. As reported by Ukrinform, the Altar Ice Arena was destroyed, and a bus station, a church, and buildings of the Mann Hotel were damaged in the Russian attack on Druzhkivka. The Russian propaganda channels and the Russia's defense ministry claimed that they destroyed 2 HIMARS, 4 Czech RM-70 rocket launchers, over 800 rocket launcher shells, 6 vehicles, and up to 120 Ukrainian soldiers. Some claimed that the Hotel Mann was a base for Ukrainian soldiers and it was completely destroyed. I speak to Madeleine Kelly, an American photojournalist who was with her colleagues at Hotel Mann at the time, and she tells the story.
We're staying at the Hotel Mann. So where it hit was just right across the street at the train tracks on one of the buildings. After it hit, we went out, looked. Police were like, time to go. So we left, came back to the hotel, snacks and borscht, and then the second and third hits happened.
How close was it?
The first one was about 200 meters away. The second one was further, but still close enough to blow out a couple of windows. And then the other ones, I think it was like 4 or 5 total. The other ones were like further out, but still enough to like shake you. Like the French guys who got the explosion live last night. No one was hurt. It's an amazing shot. Little jealous. Proud of them for keeping going on that live stream as well. They just kept pushing through. Yeah, during that day, we actually, a couple colleagues of ours were going to spend the night in Bakhmut. There's only like, they were just going to do it. So we went out there, took them to a couple of spots, and then we came back. It was supposed to be a pretty calm admin day. I was just editing photos. We're parked in the parking lot in front of the hotel. None of the windows were blown out. None of the alarms even went off in the cars. And so the bricks in the front of the hotel, like around the windows, were blown out. And then it kind of went up. There's a second building where a lot of us stay. So there's kind of a couple of buildings in the complex of Hotel Mann. And so the room next to where I'm staying, all the ceiling came down. It was quite hectic. My room, perfectly fine. The only thing that happened was some dust, and our light fixture came down a bit.
Do you think they might have been targeting the hotel with all the journalists?
I don't think they were targeting us because it got further away as the time went on. I think we're going to be leaving for a little project tomorrow and then heading back to Kyiv. Journalists are superstitious, so our luck is running out a little bit. So we're gonna go back to Kyiv.
Good idea. I'm glad you're doing this, Maddie. How was your stay overall?
So, obviously, we spent quite a bit of time in Bakhmut. Bakhmut is definitely a lot different than when I was there this past summer. Even in August, September, it's entirely destroyed compared to what it was. It's kind of like driving through Lysychansk all over again, where you're just going quickly, going around the holes in the road. All the buildings are kind of destroyed, and you're just kind of moving as quickly as possible through the city and being very cognizant of what side and where you can be seen. So, of course, they're on the east side of the city. So you always make sure that you're not in good line of sight of the east side and being very careful. But we hung out a lot with the Scala Battalion, and they do drones. One of the first days that we had first full days that we had in Bakhmut, we were in one of their little bases within the city. So we were able to actually see a artillery correction drone mission in Bakhmut. So we got to see live footage of the drone pinpointing Russian positions, shooting. Like the video is so clear, you can see them shooting in close combat. And then we were sitting with the drones, and they were able to get the artillery position ready. And you would hear the pions and the crabs were what they used. So you would hear them fire. The whole building would shake. And then a few seconds later on the drone screen, you would see the smoke of them hitting the Russian positions. It was very interesting. It was really cool. The Scala Battalion are doing good work. They're extremely friendly. They're a lot of fun to talk to.
Okay, well, please stay safe and get to Kyiv.